Happy Friday, Kirsten and Christy. It is November 29th, 2013, and it is the day after Thanksgiving. And I hope you two had a great Thanksgiving. Actually, Christy, I got to see you today, so I heard about your Thanksgiving, so I'm glad it went well. As for me, it was a pretty good day, so no complaints here. Besides that, it is that wonderful time of the month again. Not that time of the month that us ladies have to enjoy, but it is the book of the month time. And our book this month, you guys already know, is The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider. And unfortunately, I do not have too much time because I forgot to clear some space on my camera. So this is going to have to be quick. But luckily, because I'm last, you guys already said a lot of what I was going to say. But hopefully I can add something new to our conversation about the book of the month. So I guess first off, I just want to talk about the cover. I think this is wonderful. It's so vibrant and beautiful, and if I hadn't known that the author was a YouTuber and I saw her YouTube video about writing this book and it being published, I think this would have stood out to me anyway on the bookshelf of Barnes & Noble. It's just so vibrant, and I'm kind of naturally, I think everyone's kind of naturally drawn to this color, unless if you're colorblind, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But I don't know, it was just very beautiful. Yellow is just a great color, and it's a fun color, and it's, in my eyes, it's a very happy color. And I think that's a good culmination of where the book takes us. It's a somewhat happy ending. The cover image of the roller coaster is very fitting. You know, there is a scene and there's a purpose for the roller coaster ride from what happens in the story, which both of you would know. But I don't want to spoil it because it's kind of gruesome and yet awesome and yet very meaningful to the main character, Ezra. But also just as a cliche, I guess, as a saying, you know, life is like a roller coaster. It's very fitting for this. You have your ups and downs. And that's very much so true for Ezra, the main character in this novel. So yeah, I really like the cover, and Christy, you showed the actual bound part, and that's nice that they actually made the engraving. Was that an engraving? I don't know what you would call that, but it is very nice that they added that touch to it. Overall, I don't know if I said this, but I would give the book about 4.5. Similar to what Kirsten, what you said, I can't quite push it over the edge and make it a 5. I'm sure I would read it again if I ever had the time to. It was good, but I don't know, there's always something where I can't quite give it the full points, even though I tend to do it a lot on Goodreads, but sometimes you just can't give it the whole point. But it was still very good, and I would recommend it. I think what I liked the most was the fact that Ezra has such a great transition in this movement from the person that he was to the person that he eventually becomes. And I like the idea that he comes to that realization by himself. Now, Cassidy, the other, I guess, main character, she like, I saw some other reviews because I wanted to see what other people thought about it, and some people really like her and some people don't. I really enjoyed her. Some people found her to be, I guess, pushy, and I didn't see it that way. I saw it as she was certainly helping Ezra to become the person that he was meant to be, perhaps we could say that. In no way, I don't think she pushes him to be someone he's not meant to be, if that makes sense. I like that he comes to that realization by himself. Besides that, I enjoyed the beginning where Ezra, after everything that happens and his accident, I like the idea of him struggling, which is kind of sadistic, I think, but I like the idea of there's a struggle there, a struggle that many people could relate to. He used to be this very popular jock, and now he is kind of fitting in with the not so cool kids. But yeah, I like that he's split between those two worlds. And it's not even that the jock and the cool kids have ostracized him or pushed him away. It's kind of like he is pushing himself away. He's not sure where he's meant to be. And I like that because we always question ourselves. Who are we supposed to hang out with? Who's good enough? Or am I good enough for these people? Or what should I do and what shouldn't I do? I think that's a natural struggle that we all go through, and that's something we could all relate to. And I really enjoyed that. That being said, I thought it was pretty funny because I read books like this, and either this book or similar books, and I think, wow, I like these kids. I can relate to them. These are real kids. But I'm like, no one in my high school was this witty or interesting, and certainly no one in the high school that I teach at is this witty or interesting, unfortunately. Um, so it's funny that we can say that these kids are real and relatable, but somehow they're not, and yet somehow they are. And I don't know how to explain that, and I know I'm not doing a very good job, but yeah, they're interesting and relatable, and yet somehow not. It is what it is, I guess. Besides that, and I know I always say besides that, and I apologize. Again, characters I loved. Ezra, I found him to be a strong character, and I don't know if Christy and Kirsten, you agree with that. You probably do, but I don't know if you mentioned it. But I found him to be a really strong character and someone I enjoyed following throughout the entire novel. Same with Cassidy. I mentioned before some other book reviewers didn't enjoy her, but I really did. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Oh, you guys mentioned already all the, the fandoms and the geekiness, I guess. Um, which I enjoy too. I'm a Harry Potter lover, so any Harry Potter references did not go over my head. I enjoyed it. Even better would be the Great Gatsby references and connections, which I loved. That is my favorite book of all time. So the fact that she was able to reference that and kind of draw a connection to it, I guess, was really nice. I enjoyed it. So, yay on that part. So, yeah, but it didn't bother me that she made so many references. Now, if you go back to Ready Player One, that was starting to get on my nerves, all those references, because too much 80s going on in that book. But this was okay. I could handle this. But yeah, I've said too many times in this video. I apologize. But really, I enjoyed it. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm like worried about how much time I have with the camera, but overall I really enjoyed the beginning of everything. It was a great book. I would recommend it. Great characters, I should say, were great. Plot, great. Writing was so-so, and I can't remember who mentioned this, but there was definitely some slow moments in there, and that's probably one of the reasons why I can't jump this to a 5, because it didn't read so smoothly as I had hoped it would. But at the same time, overall the writing style was very good. I enjoyed it. But like I said, just some slow parts here and there. So yeah, that's it. That's my book review. I can't remember what you said was the book for December, and you just told me today, just like a couple hours ago, and I apologize. But I am excited to purchase whatever the book is and read it. So that is it. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a great weekend. Mine is going to be uneventful, probably write some lessons, and that will be it. I'm going to sleep a lot. Yeah, eat and sleep. That's what I'm good at. So yeah, bye bye.